running catch there for Levinson. Got a long way to run. Brings up Ryan McCarty. We talked about his video game-like numbers. And if you are joining us via Facebook Live, glad we got this up to you guys. We are up and ready to roll for tonight's matchup. Ryan McCarty, 5'11", 170-pound senior from Yardley, Pennsylvania. Penn State Abington. Which finds the outside corner for a call strike. 26 games played, all starts at 436 batting average. Swings and misses at this one. Makes the count 1 and 2. He hit 15 doubles, 4 triples, 4 home runs, 33 RBI, and scored 35 runs. Those all led the team at Penn State Abington. Swings and fouls this one off the plate. Hangs tough at 1 and 2. As a veteran here of the Staunton Braves, played for them back in 2019, the last time we had a Valley League season. Played in 34 games. He was 26 of 126 for a 206 batting average, hit 11 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. Since then, he's really shown how comfortable he's gotten here in Staunton. 16 games played this year. He's 16 of 52 for a 308 batting average. He puts this one in the air over to right field. Murphy is there. He'll have it for out number 3. So a good first inning for Hayden Snellsire. He goes 1, 2, 3 in the top half. We'll go to the bottom half here in Waynesboro. 0-0 our score from Waynesboro, Virginia. The Staunton Braves taking on the Waynesboro Generals.
Up in the first for the Braves. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. 1/2 inning. It's the Braves 0 the Generals. Coming to bat. I'd like to say thank you to our 2021 direct sponsor, Michael Ballou, and Integrity Frameworks Corporation. Integrity, the power of a big bank with a familiarity in a local business. So many thanks to Michael Ballou.
Welcome back to Waynesboro, Virginia. Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field. Good first inning for Hayden Snellsire. Now let's go ahead and give you the lineup here for the Waynesboro Generals. Leading off, Max Weller, playing center field. Jackson Ross, the shortstop, will hit second. Matt Steinbeiser will hit third. Levinson will hit fourth. Alejandro Figueredo will hit fifth. Kyle Murphy will hit sixth. Prager will hit seventh. Connor Sino will hit eighth. And rounding out the lineup, Luke Chung, now giving you the defensive alignment for the Staunton Braves. Matthew Holliga in left. Joe De Los Santos in center. Bryn Taylor in right. Cole Ragone at third base. Ryan McCarty at shortstop. Kent Brooklyn, the second baseman. Trainer will be the first baseman, and Marshall Autry will be behind the dish. And on the mound for the Staunton Braves tonight will be number 11, Jalen Long, 6 foot, 187-pound junior from Montgomery, Alabama, and Samford University. He's made 2 games, both starts for the Braves. He's 0-2 with a 9.52 ERA. 11 1/3 innings pitched, 12 hits, 12 runs, all earned, 6 walks, and 13 strikeouts. So in steps Max Weller. Generals about ready to get their offensive night started here. Weller from Arizona Western College will stand in for the first pitch and take in there for a call, strike 1. At Arizona Western this year for Max Weller, 300 batting average, hit 12 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs, and drove in 38. He's had a good summer here for the Gens so far as he takes on the outside corner for another called strike. It's 0-2. For the Gens so far, 15 of 49, 306 batting average, 2 doubles, a triple, and 7 RBI. 12 walks, 15 strikeouts, 4 stolen bases, and 11 runs. Takes it inside here, runs the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Weller, a guy that head coach Zach Cole has called their most consistent player. Pitch misses inside for a ball, makes it 2-2. And notice I say player, he thinks on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively, as well as pitching. Weller has been the guy that has shown up to the yard and played well just about every night. This ball swung on and fouled off. Makes the count 2-2. Weller in his last 2 games has worked 6 walks. That due in large part to 5-walk effort against Covington the other night. Swing and a miss at the changeup. Beautiful pitch there from Jalen Long. He went with the changeup. You don't see it as often, righty versus righty, but he went with it there and got Weller out and on his front foot. A beautiful first strikeout for Jalen Long. Brings up Jackson Ross. 6'1", 205-pound junior from Lakeland, Florida, will take the first pitch. I think that got him off the head. I think it hit off the helmet. It popped straight up in the air to where Jalen Long was able to catch it on his way back to the mound. So a first pitch hit by pitch.
The catcher from Duke University, number 25,
Jackson Ross.
Steinbeiser.
Maybe a first base runner of the game today. That brings up the catcher Matt Steinbeiser. Steinbeiser currently leading the team of guys who have had more than just 4 at-bats. I would say that Levinson leads the team with his 500 batting average, but he's only played in 1 game. Steinbeiser, 9 of 24 on the season for a 375 batting average in 11 games. Takes that one outside for a ball, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt, 6', 205-pound senior from Northville, Michigan. Plays his college ball at Duke University, where he redshirted this year. Take in the dirt, good block behind the dish from Autry to keep Jackson Ross at first base. Makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Keep an eye on Jackson Ross over there at first. He has stolen 3 bags in just 11 games this summer. Long working quickly. This pitch misses outside for a ball. Good hitters count coming for the 3-hole hitter, Matt Steinbeiser. Time called to the plate. The 3-1. Taken on the outside corner for a call and strike. Steinbeiser was about to toss the bat back to the third base dugout where the Generals are located. The 3-2. Swung on, popped up, and it will get out of play. Straight back over our heads here in the press box.
Heads up down the way. Please refer those foul balls to the concession stand.
Like we said, 81 degrees and sunny here. No rain in the forecast, thankfully. And the 3-2 misses outside, so a good at bat there from Steinbeiser. Works his way on, and the Generals have 2 on here in the bottom half of the first. Brings up our newest Waynesboro General. Left fielder in today's contest, Zach Levinson. 6'1", 200-pound sophomore from Oviedo, Florida. Plays his college ball at Seminole State College. Had a nice first night in a Waynesboro General uniform. He swings and fouls this one off. He was 2 for 4 yesterday with a home run and 2 RBI. Against those Covington Lumberjacks, a game that saw the Generals fall 8-2. Covington has really been a thorn in the side. They've got 5 wins on the season. 4 of them have come against Waynesboro. Pitch misses outside for a ball. Makes the count 1 ball, 1 strike. We talked to the guys on Wednesday night after their walk-off win against Covington, and they talked about the Lumberjacks just having that fight till the end mentality as that one's fouled off down the left field line. Covington, of course, brings a lot of energy to every game. You can always hear their dugout talking, whether it's to their own players or to the opposing players. One-two count on its way to Levinson as he swings and misses and goes down on strikes. Second strikeout of the inning for Jalen Long. That'll bring up Alejandro Figueredo.
The first baseman from Florida Coast, Alejandro Figueredo.
Alejandro, 6'3", 240-pound junior from Sucre, Florida. Florida Gulf Coast product. 43 games played, all starts at Florida Gulf Coast. Had a .260 batting average where he had 6 doubles and 5 home runs. Drove in 26. Gens are looking for him to drive in a couple right here. He's got 9 RBI on the summer so far in 15 games played. 13 of 42 for a .310 batting average. Alejandro takes an off-speed pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. Couple of doubles, 9 RBI, 5 walks, 8 strikeouts, 7 runs scored for Alejandro this summer. Did not play in last night's contest. Got just a couple of at-bats before he was lifted for Connor Sino on Wednesday night against the Covington Lumberjacks. He swings and fouls this one off. He's quickly behind 0-2. Jalen Long from Samford University, Montgomery, Alabama, looking for his 3rd punch out of the inning. He's gotten roughed up a bit this summer with 12 hits, 12 runs, all earned, 6 walks. That has been something that he's been able to do, is pick up the strikeout. Coming in, he had 13 strikeouts and just an 11 1/3, and this one struck into left field, hit well, and it's going to be a base hit. They're going to wave the runner around third base. The throw is cut off. The play at the plate is not in time. So an RBI single for Alejandro Figueredo, and the Waynesboro Generals have taken a quick 1-0 lead. RBI single for Alejandro Figueredo. That is his 10th RBI of the summer, and we're going to have a quick mound visit with Jalen Long. Just too good of an 0-2 pitch there, surrendered to Alejandro Figueredo, especially as dangerous of a hitter as Alejandro is. And that's a big swing from him right there, just to get the Generals back in the right frame of mind. Again, after that 8-2 loss last night, you can tell these Generals are about ready to break loose. They're currently 8-9 on the season, and every time they get back to 500, they do seem to drop one. So they're trying to get on a bit of a run here, and it would be no better time to start it than right here against these Staunton Braves. First pitch to Kyle Murphy, misses inside for a ball. Kyle Murphy, 6'1", 210-pound sophomore from Newport Richey, Florida, Pasco Hernando State College product. Takes the 1-0 pitch down low. It's going to be 2-0 now. In 16 games played for the Generals this summer, Kyle 9 of 50 for a 180 batting average, 3 doubles, a triple, and 2 home runs. One of those home runs came back on opening night against these Staunton Braves, and this pitch rides inside. It's going to hit Kyle Murphy, and it'll be the second hit by pitch of the inning for Jalen Long. So that loads the bases here. For the third baseman in today's contest, Will Prater. Western Carolina University. So he's used to seeing Jalen Long, both of them from the SoCon. Raider 6 foot 280 pounds, senior from Dallas, Georgia. Thought that might have been a typo when I first wrote it, but no, it is in fact Dallas, Georgia. Pitch finds the outside corner for a called strike from Long to Prater. Prater, one of the top hitters in all of the SoCon this year, as he takes on the outside corner for another called strike. Will not crazy about those first two strike calls. He thought both missed that outside corner. Will played in 47 games for the Catamounts of Western Carolina, 37 starts. He was 66 for 167, and that's good enough for a 395 batting average. Pretty solid. Almost led the entire SoCon, was in the top 5 in average. 5 doubles, 3 triples, 32 RBI, 18 walks. Was hit by 2 pitches, 26 strikeouts. He did steal 6 bags for the Catamounts and scored 33 runs. This one misses outside. It evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 away and the bases juiced. So far this summer for Will, he's played in 9 games, 8 of 31 for a 258 batting average. He's got a double, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, stolen 2 bags, and he's scored 5 runs. The 2-2 just misses. Jalen Long wanted that one. Was trying to get himself out of this inning. Really not sure where it missed, to be honest with you, and that's from a Waynesboro perspective here. But the bases are juiced, 3-2, 2 away, so runners will get a head start here. And the payoff pitch swung on and hit into right field. 1 run will score. Another run is headed for the plate. He will score. Runners will be at the corners. It's a 2 RBI single for Will Prater. And the Waynesboro Generals have jumped out to a 3-0 lead here in the bottom half of the first.
The DH from the University of South Carolina, Connor Sino.
Brings up the DH, Connor Sino. Left-handed batter standing in there. Will take outside for a ball. It's quickly 1-0. Connor does some catching. 6 foot, 208 pound sophomore from Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. At USC this past season, 10 games played, no starts. This ball hit well out into right field, and we're going to have another base runner come in. Connor Sino going to try and stretch it for 2, but ends up coming back. Nothing doing there. So runners at the corners, an RBI single for Connor Sino. And boy, the Waynesboro Generals offense has exploded here in the bottom of the first.
From Long Beach State, the second baseman, Luke Chung.
Brings up Luke Chung. Chung, a product of Long Beach State, where he plays for the Dirtbags. First pitch to Chung, misses outside for a ball. Big first inning here. It's kind of put the Braves behind the 8 ball as this pitch misses low and away. And Connor Sino actually going to go down to second base, so score that one, a pass ball. So runners will be at second and third. 2 ball, no strike count, and this one also misses outside. Braves do have a base open if that's what they're looking to do with Chung. And they would get the lineup back to Max Weller. Chung will take on the outside corner for a call and strike. It's 3-1. Luke's been solid so far this summer for the Generals, playing a nice second base whenever he's out there. 12 games played, 10 of 34 for a 294 batting average. He's going to swing at this one. Nice play from Ragone coming across at third base. His third first is in time for out number 3, but not before the damage was done. 4 runs on 3 hits. No errors that time around. A little bit of struggle from Jalen Long in the control department, and the Waynesboro Generals making pay here early. We'll go to the top of the second. The Gens up 4-0.
Bottom of the first for the Generals, 4 runs off 3 hits. There were no strong errors in 2 outs. We play 1 opponent. Generals 4 and the Braves 0.
It'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the Staunton lineup. Luke Trainer, Joseph Holligan, and Cole Ragoon, who made the nice play there to end that inning. Starting things off for the Braves against Hayden Snellsire. Snellsire got a nice 1-2-3 inning where he had a ground out and a couple of flyouts before coming on to face this 4, 5, and 6 here in the top of the second inning. Now, in game 1, the offenses were both very potent between these two teams. Since then, games have been a bit more low scoring on both sides, especially the last time out the Waynesboro Generals were blanked 3-0 against the Staunton Braves, who only allowed 3 hits in that contest. The Generals have already equaled that. They've had 3 base hits here in the bottom of the first and put up 4 runs, really making Jalen Long pay for a couple of hit by pitches. And here we are, 4-0 as we head to the top of the second. First pitch is swung on and fouled off by Luke Trainer. Catcher stands at 6 foot, 205 pounds, from Leola, Pennsylvania. Plays his college ball for Millersville University. 2 games played, he's 3 for 8, 375 batting average. This ball on the ground to first base where Alejandro Figueredo will field it and step on first base. It'll be a 3 unassisted for out number 1.
And then the Southeastern left fielder Joey Holligan.
Brings up Joey Holligan. Holligan, the left fielder in today's contest. 6'3", 215-pound junior. Excuse me, senior, as this one has popped up and out of play. Native of Centerville, Ohio. Walsh University product. That sounds familiar to any Valley League fans. The Staunton Braves had Andrew Check from Walsh University last year. He was the player of the year in the Valley League. Put up, we mentioned those video game numbers. You just go ahead and look up Andrew Check's numbers from 2019 summer. And those are not only video game numbers, but that's playing on the lowest difficulty if you look at Check's numbers. You know what, I'll do that for you. I'll look those up. Currently in an 0-2 count here to his teammate Joseph Holligan, as this one misses just a bit low and away. Makes the count 1-2. One-two, just misses inside. Switch misses outside, makes the count 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Andrew Check last year hit .344 in 40 games. He had 54 hits and 157 tries, 15 doubles as this one shot into left field. 4 base hit, 9 home runs for Check last year and 47 runs driven in. So that's what they got from Joey Holligan's college teammate last summer. And Joey Holligan trying to follow in his footsteps with the single right there. Brings up Cole Ragone. Ragone takes the pitch outside for a ball. 6 foot, 285-pound senior from Menachem Savant, Virginia. College of William and Mary product, where he plays for the Tribe. Head coach Brian Murphy. Takes up high for a ball. It's now 2-0. At William and Mary this year for Ragone, 23 games played, 13 starts. He was 15 of 55 for a 273 batting average, 2 doubles, a triple, and a home run. 7 runs driven in for Ragone. This one is swung on and fouled away up onto the hill here in Waynesboro. 15 games played for the Braves so far this year. 12 of 48 for a 250 batting average, a double, a triple, and 2 home runs, 9 RBI. He's also worked 11 walks. Snell Sire delivers the 2-1 and swung on and missed. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not sure if you folks at home can see it or not, but Snell Sire, when he checks the runner at first base, instead of checking over that front shoulder, he likes checking over the back. He'll give you the first check from the front, and this time does not look at the runner and delivers in there for a called strike 3. Snell Sire picks up his first strikeout of the evening. That's good enough for the second out here in the bottom of the, or excuse me, the top of the second. Brings up Andrew Bennett. And before we have a pitch delivered here, it looks like we might have a little bit of a warning for balls and strikes. I think that went to the first base coach over there. But Bennett stands in at 6'4", 200 pounds. Sophomore from Kennesaw, Georgia. Plays his college ball for the Samford University Bulldogs. They'll swing and foul this pitch on. Make the count 0-1. So far on the year for the Staunton Braves, 10 games played for Bennett. 3 of 29 for a 103 batting average. Has an RBI, 3 walks, 12 strikeouts, and has stolen 2 bags. The 0-1. Down low, Steinbeiser tries to block it. The throw down, he's not going to make the throw. So I'll go in the books as a wild pitch. And the Staunton Braves will have a runner in scoring position with 2 away. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, fouled off over into that first base dugout. Look out, Staunton Braves. Makes the count 1-2 now. Snell Sire looking for a clean top of the second. Has not faced the Braves yet this year. His first start against the Strasburg Express. Did Snell Sire, the 1-2. Pitch misses outside for a ball. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Runner at second base. Pitch misses low and away. Make that 3-2 now. Snell Sire comes set with 3-2. Check on the runner at second and deliver. This one swung and fouled away. Keeps the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes. If you look at Snell Sire, first outing, 4 innings of shutout ball where he only allowed 2 hits to the loaded Staunton, the Strasburg Express. Then he went with the Winchester Royals where he got roughed up a bit there. He allowed 6 hits, 4 runs all earned. And had another solid outing against the Covington Lumberjacks where he only allowed 3 hits, 3 runs in 5 innings as this one swung on foul ball. Good at bat brewing here. So Snellsire's been solid. It just seems that in games that he has pitched, things get broken open after he comes out for whatever reason. It's a 3-ball and 2-strike count. A couple of foul balls. Actually, every strike in this at bat has been registered from a foul ball. And we're going to have another one. Snellsire has thrown 5 strikes in this at bat. Bennett has fouled off every single one of them. Full count. Runner at second base. Snellsire trying to throw up that 0 after his offense came out and gave him some run support in the first. Pitch misses up and away, and that's a beautiful at bat from Andrew Bennett. One that will not be lost on the coaching staff. Anytime you can run up that pitch count and work your way on base. You're definitely helping your team. We're going to have a mound visit here. Clint Marsh will run out and talk to Snellsire a little bit, maybe calm him down, give him a little bit of a breather after a long at bat like that one. One of 3 games on tonight's slate for the Valley League. Look around the league while we have some time here. Actually, there's quite a few. Strasburg Express and the Newmarket Rebels just getting underway. They're in the bottom of the first. That game's tied at 0. Harrisonburg Turks currently have a 2-0 lead down in Covington. Waynesboro Generals up early here against the Staunton Braves 4-0. Woodstock River Bandits have jumped all over the Percival Cannons 9-0. Just in the bottom of the second there. That's at Central High School where the Woodstock River Bandits play. First pitch to Marshall Autry misses up high. And the Front Royal Cardinals and Winchester Royals are tied at Jim Barnett Park in Winchester, Virginia. 1-1 in the top of the second. Runners at first and second now, and Autry puts this one in the air. Weller paused for a moment, didn't see it, but then picks it up out of the sky, and we'll have it for out number 3. So a couple of base runners reach on a hit from the Staunton Braves and a walk worked by Andrew Bennett. But overall, Hayden Snellsire works around a little bit of trouble. And we go to the bottom of the second. The Waynesboro Generals still leading 4-0.
Bottom of the second for the Braves, no runs off 1 hit. The runner went to the Rays and 2 men left. He played 1.5 of baseball. Keeps the Generals 4 and the Braves 0.
be 1, 2, and 3 in the lineup. The Waynesboro Generals sent all 9 batters to the plate in the bottom of the first. So it'll be Max Weller, Jackson Ross, and Matt Steinbeiser set to do battle with Jalen Long, who's out there looking to maybe settle things down after that start that he allowed there in the bottom of the first, where he had a couple of hit by pitches and a walk mixed into that. So 3 free passes in total. Did pick up a couple of strikeouts, but singles from Alejandro Figueredo, Will Prater, and Connor Sino have this ball game at a 4-0 deficit for the Staunton Braves. Weller's first pitch swinging hits this one well out towards left center field, and it will split the gap, and it bounds over the wall. So a ground rule double for Max Weller to start things out here in the second, and so much for settling things down for Jalen Long. He's right back into some trouble. Brings up Jackson Ross.
First up, Jackson.
Weller picks up his 3rd double of the year before Ross steps to the plate. Jackson got hit, I'm pretty sure, on the helmet. Either that or he's got a strong shoulder for when it bounded off of him and hit him and bounced all the way back in the air to Jalen Long on the mound. So it hit something hard, whatever it was. First pitch misses low and away for a ball. He ended up coming around to score later in the inning. That was on the Alejandro Figueredo single to left. Pitch misses low and away. Big secondary lead there from Max Weller. You have to keep an eye on him. The Waynesboro Generals are not afraid to steal some bases. He's stolen 4 on the season so far. Nobody with a huge total so far for the Generals, but everybody just about is going to steal you a bag. This pitch misses outside. Makes it 3-0. There are some guys with some gaudy stolen base totals. McCarty is one of those guys. We'll talk about him when he returns to the plate. Pitch finds the outside corner for a called strike and makes it 3-1. Ross had a nice night against Covington on Wednesday where he picked up 3 hits. Swung on and fouled away. It's interesting talking to Coach Zach Cole about Jackson after that ball game on Wednesday night, saying that Jackson injured his, I think he said his thumb in the conference tournament. And so he's kind of been battling back from that injury a little bit, and he's finally starting to get to where he's comfortable swinging that bat again. 3-ball, 2-strike count. Long check from Long. And this pitch will ultimately miss inside. So another free pass for Jackson Ross. I'm sure he'll take that one a little bit more willingly than the hit by pitch that he had in the plate appearance before. And that brings up Matt Steinbeiser. Steinbeiser also got the free pass. So he's 0 for 0. He scored a run. Gets this one on the ground to second base. The flip to short is in time. The throw to first is also in time. So a 4-6-3 double play settles things down here for Staunton. They've got a runner at third base with 2 away now.
Brings up number 26, Jack Levinson.
Brings up the cleanup hitter, Zach Levinson. First pitch to Levinson is swung on and yanked down the corner and foul. Levinson was a strikeout victim in his first plate appearance an inning ago. Two for 5 on the season for a .400 batting average. Has struck out a couple of times though for the Gins. Pitch misses down low, evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Generals looking for a bit of a 2-out rally here. That's what happened last inning as well. They had runners on, but all the hits that they had in the inning, all 3 of them came with 2 away. Big swing and a miss. Makes the count 1-2. Will Prater and Connor Sino all with 2-out hits in that first inning. Levinson looking to add his name to that 2-out hit list. Pitch misses outside for a ball. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Four to nothing here in the bottom of the second. The Gins have gotten 4 runs on 4 hits. Big swing and a miss. And down goes Zach Levinson for the second time in the ballgame. And Jalen Long works around a leadoff double and a walk, following that with a 4-6-3 double play, and then picking up a huge strikeout with a runner at third base and 2 away. And we go to the top of the third. 4 to nothing, still our score from Waynesboro.
Bottom of the second, for the Generals. No runs off 1 hit. There were no strandouts and 1 man left. 2 complete innings. 4 innings, the Generals 4, and the Braves 0. Generals are on the road tomorrow as they'll travel up to Front Royal for a doubleheader. Monday we were on the road up at Veterans Park to take on the Harrisonburg Turks. Tuesday we were on the road to take on these same Spanish Braves. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday we're on the road. Wednesday is an off day. Thursday the Charlottesville Tom Sox will come to town to take on the Generals. Friday we're on the road to Charlottesville. Saturday is a doubleheader at Newmarket. Sunday we're on the road to Charlottesville. So over the next 8 days we have 1 home game. And that will be Thursday night against the Charlottesville Tom Sox. The second baseman from West Virginia Tech, Kent Rooklyn.
Kent Rooklyn, Joseph De Los Santos, and Bryn Taylor set to do battle with Aiden Snellsire. Here in the top of the third, Snellsire delivers, and this ball hit well out towards right center. Back is Murphy a couple of steps, and he'll have it for out number 1. So 1 pitch and 1 out. The pitcher's best friend that first pitch out. And gets it back to the top of the lineup for Joe De Los Santos. De Los Santos grounded out to third to start the ball game. Listening to our public address announcer, Brian Lundstrom. Pitch misses inside to De Los Santos. The Generals will have just 1 home game after tonight, 1 home game in the next 8 days here at Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field. Ball's on the ground to shortstop. That's Jackson Ross. His throw, not in time. Jackson he had it all the way. Took his time getting it to first. So credit the hustle from De Los Santos. He beats it out for an infield single.
The right fielder, Bryn Taylor.
Brings up Bryn Taylor. The pitch misses outside for a ball. Taylor flew out to Zach Levinson in left field in his first plate appearance back in the first. This one misses outside, and the throw down, nobody moving. Not sure if somebody shouted at Steinbeiser or not. To keep an eye on De Los Santos. Did not recognize if he got a big lead over there. He got like a running start. Snellsire, credit him. He's held the ball on De Los Santos. De Los Santos was leaning there, but a beautiful job of Hayden Snellsire just freezing that runner. You're over at first base and you're looking to run, and that guy's just holding the ball on you. You get that build-up And De Los Santos is off with this pitch, but it's hit well out towards left field. It's slicing, and we'll get into the Waynesboro bullpen down the left field corner. So De Los Santos got at least a start there. So he's looking to run. Keep in mind he did steal just one base at William & Mary this year, but has stolen 3 for the Staunton Braves this summer. 2-ball, 2-strike count. It will be interesting to see if they still have him in motion here with 2 strikes. And this ball hit well out towards left field, and it's going to be another base hit. Second of the inning, third of the ball game for the Staunton Braves.
Shortstop, Ryan McCurdy.
That's really where that infield single on a routine ground ball to shortstop hurts you. Should be 2 away, and that 2-out single doesn't look quite as threatening as what it does now. Runners at first and second. 1 away for Ryan McCarty, who's having a good summer. First pitch, curveball from Snellsire, takes in there for a call strike. 308 batting average coming into today for Ryan McCarty. He does a little bit of everything. Do some pitching this summer for the Braves. Snellsire with the inside move just to keep an eye on De Los Santos. McCarty regarded as one of the top Division III players in all the country at Penn State Abington. And that pitch finds the outside corner for a call strike. Credit the Staunton Braves at nabbing him for 2 straight summers, or at least 2 summers that we've been able to play Valley League baseball. Of course, last season canceled due to COVID-19. 0-2 count from Snellsire to McCarty. A couple of D3 guys going to battle here. And Chung didn't like how far off the bag at second De Los Santos was. So Snellsire will step off and we'll do this thing again at 0-2. Two looks and a pitch, and it's in the dirt. And over to third base will be De Los Santos. Credit him for the dirt ball read there. Goes as another wild pitch. One ball, 2 strike count now. De Los Santos really kind of wreaking havoc out there at third base now. Snellsire's had to divert a lot of his attention to Joe. 1-2, hit well out towards right field, but over a couple of steps again is Murphy. His throw will come into the cutoff man, but it'll be a sacrifice fly for Ryan McCarty.
Down, that brings up first baseman.
So that makes the score 4-1 on the Ryan McCarty sacrifice fly. Gives McCarty 8 RBI for the summer, and it brings up Luke Trainer. Trainer getting action in just his 3rd game as a Staunton Brave. He's 0 for 1 today. He led off the 2nd inning with a ground out to first base. Pitch misses down low for a ball. It's 1-0. Count. Swung on, fouled away. Fifth Staunton Brave to come to the plate in this inning. Started with Kent Rooklyn, a fly out to right. A couple of singles from De Los Santos and Taylor, and then the sacrifice fly after a wild pitch. And that's what's gotten the run here in the top of the 3rd to make it 4-1. Pitch on the outside corner for a call strike. It is 1-2. One ball, 2 strike count to the Cleanup hitter Luke Trainer from Millersville University. Snellsire comes set, he'll check. And Bryn Taylor at first base. The pitch down low. Makes the count 2 balls and 2 strikes. Let's see what Snellsire decides to go with here. Never like to get it 3-2 to where that runner gets a head start from first base. Big lead again at first from Taylor. 2-2, and he's off with the pitch. Swung on and missed. Ball in the dirt, so the throw will have to go down to first base, and it's in time for out number 3. So Snellsire picks up his 2nd strikeout of the evening. But the Staunton Braves battle back a little bit. They get a run on 2 hits that inning. Sacrifice fly from Ryan McCarty brings in the run. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. 4-1 our score from Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field.
For the Braves in the top of the 3rd, there is 1 run off 2 hits, 4 errors, 1 man off. For the 2.5 innings, it's the Generals 4 and the Braves 1.
Bottom of the 3rd, on its way from Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field. Alejandro Figueredo set to do battle with Jalen Long. Figueredo stepping to the plate now. He's 1 for 1. He had an RBI single back in the 1st to drive in the first run of the ball game. Drove in Jackson Ross.
Alejandro Figueredo.
Alejandro came in with a .310 batting average. He's raised down a bit with the single in the 1st. And he takes low and away, on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. Alejandro, one of 3 Florida Gulf Coast University Eagles that have come to Waynesboro this summer, along with Stephen Wilmer, as well as Mason Miller. And this ball shot into center field for a base hit. So 2 for 2 is Alejandro Figueredo. So he works his way on again for the 2nd time, and Kyle Murphy comes to the plate. Murphy got hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. Pitch that rode inside and got him on the hit. And Long goes with the off-speed pitch there. Looked like the changeup. Got Murphy out in front, swinging for strike 1. Beautiful evening here in Waynesboro. 1 count. Swung on, hit well out towards left center field. Back is the left fielder. He's looking up, and it is gone. Touch 'em all, Kyle Murphy. Murphy likes hitting off these Staunton Braves. He hit a home run on opening night against the Braves. And then in that ball game that we keep talking about, that the Waynesboro Generals only had 3 hits and they lost 3-0 against the Braves at John Moxie Stadium. He had 2 of the 3 hits, so Murphy likes seeing these blue, red, and white jerseys come to town. And it's quite evident with that big fly to left center field. The Waynesboro Generals out to a 6-1 lead. Third home run of the summer for Kyle Murphy. Has this ball game at a 6-1 score. And the first pitch to Will Prater misses for a ball. Swing and a miss. Change up there from Jalen Long. That pitch has been good for him when he's decided to go to it. Makes the count 1-1. Swings and misses at this one, makes the count 1-2 now. And with Jalen Long struggling a bit here, getting roughed up, 6 runs here in just 2+ innings, nobody warming in that Staunton bullpen. It's something that we've seen from Jalen this summer a bit. This ball's hit off the end of the bat, and it'll drop in over the head of the second baseman, Kent Rooklyn. Now he's trying to run to second base, and the throw is in time for out number 1. Not really sure what Will was going for there. A lot of looks being exchanged. Not sure what was thought there.
The DH, Connor Sino.
First pitch swinging is Connor Sino, and he'll shoot that into center field for another single. Connor Sino, 2 for 2.
The second baseman, number 4, Luke Chung.
So Sino has seen a total of 3 pitches today, and he's 2 for 2. He took ball 1 in the first inning before hitting the single into center. And Luke Chung going to square around to bunt. He drops this one out in front. Jalen Long to throw, and nice dig over there at first base. The first baseman in today's contest for the Staunton Braves, Luke Trainer, digs it out of the dirt. And it'll go as a sacrifice bunt for Luke Chung.
Senator Max Weller.
Brings up the leadoff hitter, Max Weller. As this pitch misses down low, and it's going to get away from the catcher for a wild pitch. Weller 1 for 2. He doubled in the second inning. Ended up getting stranded at third, as the Generals were not able to score in that second inning. Change up. Got Weller out in front once again. It's 1-1. This one's hit out into center field, and it's going to drop in for another hit. And boy, Jalen Long showing a lot of frustration. Some of these balls not hit all that hard. Now, that's not to say that the Generals haven't hit him hard. The home run ball, the double, and plenty of those singles in the first inning were all hard hit, as well as that single from Sino just a moment ago. But he has given up a couple of dunk shots there from Will Prater to right there a little bit earlier in this inning, and now this one by Max Weller. But again, the Generals will take any bit of offense that they can get. This pitch is going to get away from the catcher. And down to second base goes Will Prater. Excuse me, goes Connor Sino. Oh. One more time, we're going to try this one. And goes Max Weller. One-0 count on its way to the 2-hole hitter Jackson Ross. Ross swings and fouls this one off. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. 7 runs in the inning for the Waynesboro Generals, or not in the inning, but in the ball game. Not often that we see the Gens score this many runs. Ross will foul this one off. They scored 7 runs in a losing effort against the Staunton Braves on opening night. They've also scored 9 against the Braves in a home win. That was the first win of the season for the Gens. But other than that, you look through it. 11-6 game against the Winchester Royals where Luke Chung hit a grand slam. But other than that, the Gens 3 runs, 7 runs, 3 runs, 3 runs, 4, 5. They did score 11 against the Lumberjacks in a win here on Wednesday night. This one is swung on and fouled off of the catcher, Marshall Autry. So while I guess you can say that the Generals have put up some runs this year, it's just been a bit inconsistent to this point, and that's why you see the 8-9 record coming in. They are good enough for a third in the South Division. They are still ahead of the Covington Lumberjacks, and they are ahead of these Staunton Braves in the South Division. Two ball, 2 strike count to Jackson Ross, who's still yet to record an at-bat. He's been hit by a pitch and walked. Did score a run back in the first. Weller out at second base waiting. And we'll have time called at the plate. Jackson Ross will reset, and we'll do this thing again at 2-2. And Weller was off at the pitch, and this one's going to get away from the catcher, Marshall Autry. And once again, that one will go as a stolen base. But Autry has had a bit of trouble with the pitches. Make that stolen bag number 5 on the season for Marshall, or excuse me, for Max. And the 3-2. Swung on and fouled off. Good at bat coming here from Jackson Ross. He's seen 7 pitches now. He'll get to see an 8. Three ball, 2 strike count. Jalen Long in the windup and the pitch. Finds the outside corner for a call. Strike 3. Now before some more damage is done for the Waynesboro Generals, they get 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors that time around from the Staunton Braves. We got a 7-1 score here from Waynesboro after 3 complete at Integrity Home Mortgage Park at K. Collins Field.
Bottom of the third, 2 Generals, 2 runs on 4 hits, 2 no errors, and 2 runs. We play 3 complete. The Generals 7 and the Braves 1. Update from Omaha. The top of the 5th inning is Texas 2, Mississippi State 1.
Ragone and Bennett set to do battle with Hayden Snellsire out there for his 4th inning of work. And Snellsire, a guy that hasn't gotten a whole lot of run support so far this season. You look at the games that he's pitched in, the Generals have never scored more than 3 runs for him. But they've done so here today. They scored 3 runs in just that last frame to give them 7 now in the ball game over 3 complete. And the first pitch is popped into center field. Going to be a long run for Weller. He's not able to get there, so Holliday will lead things off with a single. He's 2 for 2. Brings up Cole Ragone. Ragone was a strikeout victim his last time on. Strikeout looking in the second. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Makes it 0-1. .250 batting average on the summer for Cole. It one curveball on the outside corner for a called strike. Makes it 0-2 now. Snellsire, the Berlin, Maryland native. The 0-2. Swung on, hit on the ground to shortstop. That's Ross. He'll step on the bag at second, and the third of first is in time. So a 6-3 double play. And Snellsire deletes that leadoff single to start the inning with that double play. Brings up Andrew Bennett with 2 away and nobody on. Bennett walked his last time up. That was back in the second inning. And the first pitch to Bennett in his plate appearance here in the fourth misses outside from Snellsire. This ball on the ground to shortstop. Looking for a quick inning. The throw to first. In time for out number 3. Nice job of holding the bag there for Alejandro Figueiredo. And only on 5 pitches is Snellsire able to retire the side. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. 7-1 our score from Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field.
Number 4 to the Braves, no runs, no hits, no longer right. For attention, please, now pitching for the Braves. 6-foot sophomore from Escambia, Alabama, and Stanford University with the 38 motion McConnell. Catcher number 25, Matt.
New pitcher on for the Staunton Braves. That closes the door on Jalen Long. He went 3 innings, allowed 9 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 2 walks. And he did pick up 4 strikeouts. So it's one Sanford Bulldog to the next. It is Mason McCormick taking over here to face Matt Steinbeiser. He delivers low for a ball. And his second pitch is in there for a called strike. Now, this is a guy that the Waynesboro Generals have seen. He pitched in the ball game here. This was game 4 of the season. So he's used to this mound. He's pitched on this mound before. The pitch misses inside. He got roughed up a bit in that one. He went 2/3 of an inning, allowing 3 runs on 3 hits, 2 walks. Did not record a strikeout. Misses with that one, makes it 3-1. He's still working quickly though. Steinbeiser swings at the 3-1 on the ground to third base. That's Ragone. His throw across is in time. We're out number 1. That brings up Zach Levinson. But for McCormick, 7 appearances at Sanford this year. He's 0-0 with a 7.88 ERA. In 8 innings pitched, he allowed 9 hits, 7 runs all earned. He walked 1 and struck out 3. Held opponent batting averages to 281. But for the Braves this summer so far, getting action in his 5th game in this one as he misses low to Levinson on the first pitch. 4 games, 0 starts to this point. 0-0 with an 8.43 ERA, 5 1/3 innings pitched, 5 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 7 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Now keep in mind, of those 5 runs, 3 of them came in the opening appearance of his summer, and that was here back on June 9th against the Gens, where they got those 3 runs we were just talking about. 2-0 pitch is swung on and missed from Zach Levinson, who's had a tough go of it here in his 2nd appearance. His first one was a great appearance yesterday where he hit the home run. Drove in the only 2 runs of the ball game for the Generals. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts today, and this one in the air to center field, but De Los Santos will come on and snag it for out number 2. Gives way to a guy that's not having a tough day at the yard. Brings up Alejandro Figueredo. Alejandro, 2 for 2. A couple of singles. He's got an RBI and he scored 2 runs. Alejandro, another guy that he's just been steady. Hasn't hit the long ball yet. Nothing super jumping off the page at you, but he just puts barrels of bats on baseballs. He's ahead 1-0 here. Pitch misses outside to Alejandro. Makes the count 2-0. Generals playing their last home game till next Thursday. Finds the outside corner for a call strike. That'll be the first time that the Charlottesville Tom Sox visit Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field. Pitch misses down low for a ball. It's 3-1. Speaking of those Tom Sox, that's what the Staunton Braves are coming off of. They did get beat 2 straight games by the Harrisonburg Turks. But last night they were able to pick up a win over the Charlottesville Tom Sox, 10-4. So Staunton coming in off of a win and Waynesboro coming in off of a loss as this one rides inside. So ball 4 down to first base goes Alejandro Figueredo, who's worked his way on base all 3 times he's come up.
Right Kyle Murphy.
That brings up the right fielder, Pasco Hernando State College, Kyle Murphy. Murphy's 1 for 1, hit the 2-run shot back in the 3rd. Get things off and running in that 3-run 3rd inning. Pitch is swung on and fouled off the plate. To Murphy. Pitch misses outside for a ball. Makes it 1-1. Slider that time from the sidewinder. Misses outside, makes it 2-1. The 2-1 pitch rides inside, and it's going to be the second time that Kyle Murphy's been hit by a pitch today. So that'll put runners at first and second with 2 away in the end. You really got to give credit to the Generals. Once they've gotten 2 outs on them, other than in that second inning after the 4-6-3 double play, with 2 outs, they've really battled tough. All the runs in the first inning, all 4 of them came with 2 outs. And in the third inning, they had 2 away. They did have an RBI single from Max Weller with 2 away in the inning. And now with 2 away, they've worked a walk and a hit by a pitch, and Will Prater comes to the plate. First pitch was in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Ball hit on the ground to shortstop. Going to be a tough play for McCarty. The throw across in time for out number 3. Thought Prater might have been able to beat that one out. Wasn't quite able to outrun the throw from the shortstop McCarty. And the Waynesboro Generals will get no runs. They pick up a couple of walks and hit by pitch. Those are the only runners that they get on base. So we'll go to the top of the 5th inning. No score, or excuse me, 7-1 here from Waynesboro.
Attention please now pitching for the Generals. And the 6'3" junior from Orlando, Florida, and Stetson University, number 2, Brett Nealon.
New pitcher on for the Waynesboro Generals, and that'll finish things up for Hayden Snellsire, who does not go far enough to pick up the win. First pitch swinging is Marshall Autry. Ball out to center field. Max Weller's over a few steps. He'll have it. So Snellsire goes 4 innings, allows 1 hit, 1 run, or excuse me, 1 run on 4 hits, a 1 walk, and he picks up 2 strikeouts, and he gives way to Brett Nealon. Nealon already recording the first out on the first pitch. Second pitch is in there for a called strike. Nealon from Stetson University. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. the 0-2 count. Outside corner called, strike 3 to Kent Brooklyn. So 2 quick outs here for Brett Nealon. Nealon, 6'2", 160-pound junior from Orlando, Florida. Like we said, played at Stetson, 14 appearances, 8 starts for the Hatters. He was 1-3 with a 6.08 ERA, 40 innings pitched, 43 hits, 29 runs, 27 of those earned, 14 walks, 26 strikeouts, batting average of .272. So far on the summer for the Generals, as the first pitch is in there for a called strike to Joe De Los Santos. 5 games for the Generals, so he's getting action in his 6th. He's 0-2 with a 4.15 ERA. Picked up that tough luck loss in the extra inning ball game on the opening night of the season against these Staunton Braves. Does have a save to his record. He's 8 2/3 innings pitched, 10 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those earned, 7 walks, 13 strikeouts. Opponent batting average of .270. He's looking for a quick inning here, and he gets it with a swinging strike 3. So 3 batters up, 3 batters down. He picks up a couple of strikeouts. Beautifully done from Brett Nealon. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. From Waynesboro, Virginia, the Waynesboro Generals leading 7-1 over the Staunton Braves.
Top of the 5th for the Braves. The Waynesboro Braves, number 1. Halfway through, the Generals 7 to 1. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Braves. 6'2" junior from Charlottesville, Virginia, and Virginia Commonwealth University at the 35, Jack Maslow.
Pitcher on for the Staunton Braves, so a short outing for Mason McCormick. Mason just lasts 1 inning, doesn't allow a run there in that bottom of the 4th, so he does his job. He gets it on to number 35, Jack Maslow. Maslow getting action in just his 3rd game for the Staunton Braves so far. He'll take on Connor Sino, who's 2 for 2. Scored a run and has an RBI. First pitch swinging is Cena. So far on the season for Maslow, 2 games, he's 0-1. Does have a save to his credit. He's thrown 5 innings, allowed 4 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 7 strikeouts and 1 walk. Quickly ahead 0-2 to Connor Sino, the little lefty-lefty matchup here. Quick motion, this ball shot through the gap between short and 3rd. And Connor Sino having himself a nice little night. He picks up his 3rd hit of the ball game. He's 3 for 3. Brings up Luke Chung. Actually, we're gonna have a change here. Chung comes out. And Aiden Huggins will pinch hit for him. So Chung finishes at an 0 for 1. He did have a sacrifice bunt. First pitch to Aiden Huggins is quickly in there for a called strike while I'm still shuffling around my notes a bit. 0-1 pitch to Aiden Huggins is in there for a called strike. He's down 0-2. Huggins, 54 games played, 53 starts for Illinois State University. He swings and fouls this one off. Senior from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. 6 foot, 190-pound senior. 273 batting average for the Redbirds, 9 doubles, 2 triples, and 5 home runs. In 10 games so far for the Waynesboro Generals, he's 5 of 26 for a 192 batting average. He has a double, a home run, and 2 RBI. Pitch misses outside for a ball. Did have an RBI single on Wednesday night against the Covington Lumberjacks, the last time the Gens were here in Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field. 1-2 is swung on and fouled away once again. Maslov working against the Generals for a second time this season. He also worked against them just 4 days ago. This ball hit well out towards right center field. Long run for De Los Santos, but he's going to get there. Nice job from De Los Santos. He covered a lot of ground out into that right center field gap. It'll turn the lineup over for Max Weller.
From the Matadors of Arizona Western, center Max Weller.
Weller steps in there at 2 for 3. Has a double, a single, and an RBI. Stole a base. Swing and a miss that time from Max. Has it 0-1. So 4 days ago, the Generals did face Maslov, where he went 3 innings, allowed just 2 hits. Picked up the save. This ball shot down the right field corner, but slices foul. He was about 4 feet from another extra base knock there for Weller, but just a little bit of tail on that one down that first base line. And instead, we'll face an 0-2 count against Maslov. Maslov, the southpaw from Charlottesville, Virginia, plays his college ball at the Virginia Commonwealth University, VCU, for the Rams. 6'2" junior. Pitch rides up high for a ball. Makes it 1-2. Just recently turned 21. June 9th is his birthday. Pitch called, strike 3. So Weller goes down on strikes for the second time today. Makes him 2 for 4, and that brings up Jackson Ross.
And brings up the shortstop for the Owls of Florida Atlantic, Jackson Ross.
Off with the pitch is Sino, and he's going to get in there for a stolen bag. Pitch would have been tough to handle for the catcher Autry, but with such a good jump from Connor Sino, he's able to get there in time. 1-0 pitch to Jackson Ross. Swings and fouls this one off. Jackson played his college ball at Pasco Hernando State College, but he's headed to Florida Atlantic this coming fall, where he'll play for the Owls. Lakeland, Florida native is Jackson. 346 batting average at Pasco this year. 13 doubles, 3 home runs, 31 RBI. Pitch misses down low for a ball. Check on the check swing. He said he did not go around. Gens with 7 runs on 10 hits. Pitch misses inside for a ball. Makes it 3-1. Gens 7 runs on 10 hits, no errors. 1 run on 4 hits, no errors for the Staunton Braves. That's what our score looks like here through 4.5. It's Waynesboro hasn't scored since the third. McCormick came on last inning and had a clean inning. This one is in there for a called strike and a stolen bag. The throw looked to be in time to Ragone. He just wasn't quite able to handle the pitch. It'll go as another stolen bag for Connor Sino. He's stolen 2 here in this inning. Payoff pitch, swung on, tapped to shortstop. Throw across the diamond is in time for out number 3. So they're able to strand that runner in Connor Sino, who reached on a leadoff single, stole 2 bags. But the Generals not able to get him in, and the Braves throw up yet another clean inning here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll go to the top of the 6th. The Waynesboro Generals lead 7-1 from Waynesboro, Virginia at Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field.
On the 5 for the Generals. No runs up, 1 hit. There were no stand runners and 1 man left. 5 complete innings. Generals 7, Braves 1. Again, looking at our schedule, Generals are on the road for a doubleheader tomorrow at Front Royal. Monday on the road at Harrisonburg. Tuesday on the road at Staunton. Wednesday, a much-needed off day. Thursday, the Charlottesville Comstock will be in town for our only home game of the week. Friday on the road at Charlottesville. Saturday on the road at Newmarket for a doubleheader. Sunday, 4th of July, our traditional game at Charlottesville. So this Thursday will be our only home game, so we look forward to seeing you guys come out and supporting the Generals in our only home game over the next 8 days.
Two, 3, 4 in the lineup for the Staunton Braves. Brent Taylor, Ryan McCarty, and Luke Trainer duo against Brett Nealon, who's out there for his 2nd inning of relief. Look around the league here a little bit before we get started here in the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 5th from Winchester, the Royals are tied 2-2 with the Front Royal Cardinals. Woodstock River Bandits jumped out to that 9-0 lead. They still hold that. It's 10-1. In the top of the 5th in Woodstock. 7-1 here, obviously. Then you've got 2-0 lead for the Harrisonburg Turks. They jumped out to that early on in the ball game, but have held that lead there at 2 down there at Casey Field in Covington. Strasburg Express wrapped up in a tight one with the Newmarket Rebels 1-1. That North Division is going to be an interesting one to watch throughout the summer. It's loaded with teams that are very, very competitive. 4 of the 5 teams in the North Division have records at 500 or above. First pitch from Nealon to Brent Taylor was up high, as was the second one. So it's 2-0. Taylor 1 for 2. Had a single back in the 3rd. He's swinging on this 2-0 count. Pitch popped up into left field, and over is Levinson. He'll have it for out number 1. Look at the Staunton Braves schedule after tonight's contest. They'll play at home tomorrow. They have a home doubleheader against those Newmarket Rebels that we talked about. Tuesday they'll be home taking on the Waynesboro Generals. And then Wednesday they travel to Covington as the first pitch to Ryan McCarty misses for a ball. Thursday, they'll be back home to take on the Covington Lumberjacks, and this one's hit well out towards left field. Back goes Levinson. He's looking up, and this ball is gone. Ryan McCarty has homered for a 2nd time in Waynesboro. Just 2 home runs on the season. Both of them have come here at Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field, which is an impressive feat. Over the last 5 years, Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field has surrendered the second fewest home run balls, second only to Seaville Weekly Ballpark down in Charlottesville. So a big fly from Ryan McCarty has the score at 7-2 as this pitch misses outside for a ball to Luke Traynor. Nealon worked a clean fifth, but has fallen behind both of the hitters that he's faced to this point. He did get Bryn Taylor to pop up to left, but then once he fell behind Ryan McCarty, McCarty made him pay for it with the home run there. And he's now fallen behind 2-0 to Luke Traynor. Count from Nealon to Traynor. Pitch is in there for a called strike. Makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike now. 7-2 our score from Waynesboro. 2 runs on 5 hits for the Staunton Braves. Pitch misses just a little bit inside. Makes the count to 3 balls and 1 strike. 3-1, foul straight back. Makes the count 3-2. So 4 home games coming up for the Staunton Braves this week, as opposed to the Waynesboro Generals, who will play at home just once. That'll be on Thursday night against the Charlottesville Tom Sox. 3-2 misses up high, so another Staunton batter reaches base here in the 6th. Generals will travel to Newmarket to play a doubleheader now. For those of you that will be watching that, keep in mind that that first game tomorrow is at 4 o'clock. That's a bit of a change from what we're used to. We're used to a lot of those doubleheader games, at least the front end starting a little bit later than that. Most of the time 5 o'clock, but Front Royal doing it, in my opinion, the right way, 4 o'clock, getting things started a little bit earlier so they can get these teams playing those doubleheaders and getting them home at a decent time, especially with that south and north time discrepancy. It takes a lot longer to get to those North Division teams than it does some of these South Division teams. A 1 count to Holligan. Pitch misses outside, evens the count at 1-1. So a doubleheader tomorrow, Monday. Gens will travel to Harrisonburg to take on the Harrisonburg Turks at Veterans Memorial Park, as this one's hit into center field. Weller over to his left a couple of steps. We'll have it for out number 2. And back to first base will go Luke Traynor.
With 2 outs, that brings up third baseman Cole Orgain.
Not a lot of time in between these teams facing each other. They faced each other just 4 days ago at John Moxley Stadium at Gypsy Hill Park. Facing each other tonight, and then on Tuesday night they'll play each other again at John Moxley Stadium at Gypsy Hill. Pitch misses down low to Cole Ragone, who's 0 for 2 to this point. He struck out in the 2nd inning and grounded into a double play in the 4th. Swings and misses at this one, makes the count 1-1. A little over an hour and a half into this ball game. Ball hit on the ground to second base, where you'll find the newly inserted Aiden Huggins. Throw to first is in time for out number 3, but the Staunton Braves do get a run on the solo shot from Ryan McCarty, his 2nd home run of the year. Second home run of the year here at Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field. He got us a little bit earlier in the season. So 7-2 our score. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. The Gens leading by 5.
One man left.
Matt Steinbeiser, Zach Levinson, and Alejandro Figueredo set to take their turns at the plate against Maslow. An inning.
The catcher from the Pirates of East Carolina, number 33, Joey Rezick.
Alright, Steinbeiser stepping in. He's about ready. The 0-0 misses outside for a ball. And this one hit down the left field line. It's slicing and it's going to drop in there down the left field line. Over to second base heads Steinbeiser. He's in there for a double. Good swing right down the left field line there from Matt.
For the Raiders of Seminole State, left fielder Zach Levinson.
That was actually Joey Rezick from ECU. Give me a second here, folks. Working on a couple of different things here. So most likely Joey Rezick will come in and he'll catch for Steinbeiser. And the second pitch is in there for a called strike to Zach Levinson. Go-to is swung on and fouled off. Levinson at the plate currently, he's 0 for 3. (0-2) count to Zach Levinson. Off with the pitch is Rezick, but Levinson had to swing and foul that one off to protect himself at the plate. So back to second base goes Rezick. This one misses low and away. And the 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strike count. I'm finally settled in here. Figueredo on deck, and he is no longer as Levinson goes down on strikes for a 3rd time tonight. That brings up Alejandro Figueredo. Actually, it does not bring up Alejandro. We're going to have a pinch hitter. So that ends Alejandro's day. He was 2 for 2 with an RBI and 2 runs scored. He also walked in the 4th inning. We're going to have a pinch hitter. It's going to be number 1. I think that's Chase Hudson. It is, in fact, Chase Hudson. We'll have to keep an eye on the Generals defensively and how they line up. First pitch to Hudson is outside for a ball. Second one is in there for a called strike. Chase Hudson, the 5'11", 175-pound junior from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, plays his college ball at Brunswick Community College, but he's headed to Coastal Carolina next year. 7 games, he's 1 for 12 for an .083 batting average, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, pitches in there for a called strike. He's quickly down 1-2. 7 games played for Chase. He's got 2 stolen bags, and he's scored a couple of runs. Pitch is popped up. First baseman is over. He'll give it a look, but ultimately not able to get there. It's Trainer as it hits on top of the first base dugout. It's 1-2. Joey Rezick out at second base after his leadoff double. He's off with the pitch once again. Swing and a miss. The throw down in time. So a strike him out, throw him out ends the inning here in the bottom of the 6th. 7-2 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. The strike him out, throw him out ends the inning at Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field. Jens holding on to that 5-run lead.
Bottom of 6 for the Generals. No runs off 1 hit, no errors, no one left. 2.6 complete innings. 4 innings. The Generals 7, the Braves 2. Didn't get those 50-50 tickets, folks. Coming around the third base side bleachers right now. 3 for $1, $5 will get you a stretch. 50-50. Good thing started for the Braves. The DH Ian Drew back.
First pitch to Andrew Bennett will get things settled for you defensively here for the Generals as this ball's on the ground to shortstop. That's Chase Hudson at short. His throw to first is in time for out number 1. So the defensive lineup to warn you about here. You got behind the plate Joey Rezick, who pinch hit for Matt Steinbeiser. Jackson Ross, who is playing shortstop, slides over to third, where he makes way for Chase Hudson, who came on to pinch hit for the first baseman, Alejandro Figueredo. At second base, Aiden Huggins, who came in a couple of innings back. Now, Scott McDonough is in at first base, so he takes over ultimately for Will Prater, who was playing third base. Will is now out of the ballgame as well, so McDonough should be due up in the next inning if I'm thinking of this correctly. So Brett Nealon is out there. He's quickly ahead 0-2 of Marshall Autry, who's 0-2. A couple of flyouts to center field for Marshall. And the 0-2 is down low for a ball. So hopefully I've got that right. It seems to be that Kyle Murphy is still in right, Levinson's still in left, and Weller is still in center. So nothing changes in the outfield as Murphy's over into right field, and he'll have it for out number 2. So quick 2 outs for Brett Nealon, who's in his 3rd inning of work now.
You need some food. Now's your chance. Last call of the game for contestants.
Brings up Kent Rooklyn.
2 outs, 7 days for Kent Rooklyn.
Haven't gotten a chance to talk about Kent a lot. He's been quickly disposed of both times he's been to the plate as he takes down low for a ball. Kent plays at the West Virginia University Institute of Technology. He's from Covington, 5'11", 175-pound senior. And this one's on the ground, and I'm still not going to get to talk about Kent. The ball is thrown across the diamond in time by Jackson Ross. So quick inning there for Brett Nealon, and we'll go to the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch time, 7-2. Generals still on top of the Staunton Braves here in Waynesboro, Virginia, at Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins
So
Field.
that brings us to the time of the night where we stand up, stretch, and help us out by singing along. If you know what time it is or what song it is. General. From the Bobcats of Pasco Hernando, it's right fielder Kyle Murphy.
Brings up Kyle Murphy. Kyle Murphy, Scott McDonough, and Connor Sino out there working against the left-hander Maslow. Jack has been solid since coming in, has held the Waynesboro Generals off the board, and really, if you look back at the last 3 innings, Generals have not put up much of a fight. They have had a couple of hits, nothing really doing on the run side of things. Pitch misses up high for a ball. Quickly ahead 2-0. Murphy is 1 for 1 today. He's been hit by a couple of pitches, but he also unloaded on a 2-run shot in the 3rd inning. His 3rd home run of the summer, 2nd against the Staunton Braves. Pitch is in there for a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swung on and fouled away. Board says 3-2. We'll wait for the home plate umpire to raise the hands here. Not quite sure. So we'll 2-2 pitch. No, it was the 3-2 pitch. As Kyle Murphy will work his way on base for the 4th time today. 2 hit by pitches, a walk, and the homer. That brings up Scott McDonough. McDonough getting his first plate appearance since coming on as a defensive replacement an inning ago. He'll take up high for a ball. McDonough from Florence Darlington Tech University. He strokes this one into right center field, and it's going to be down for extra bases. Around third base comes Kyle Murphy. They'll hold him at third, and a big double. And this ball's going to get away from the fielder at second base. Kent Rooklyn had a little bit of trouble there with the relay throw, so that's actually probably going to be scored as a double. And I'm not sure the RBI really goes to Scott on that one, as he comes in on the error. But a good swing from Scott McDonough nonetheless.
From the Gamecocks of the University of South Carolina, designated hitter Connor Sino.
That brings up Connor Sino, who's had another nice night at the yard. 3 for 3 on the night for Connor. Has stolen a couple of bases. Picked up an RBI on a single back in the first. He's in a 1-1 count. So the Gens pick up their first run since the third. Sino swings and fouls this one off. Makes it 1-2. Connor from the University of South Carolina, where he played for the Gamecocks this year. One-two count. The pitch rides in tight. Evens the count of 2 balls and 2 strikes. At USC this year, played in just 10 games. He was 2 for 7 on the season for a .286 batting average. Worked a walk, 3 strikeouts, and picked up an RBI. So far on the summer for Connor, in 10 games, as this one is tapped on the ground to third base, Ragone's throw across is in time for out number 1. Connor coming into the ballgame, 10 games, 8 of 29 for a .276 batting average, has added to that quite nicely with 3 hits here tonight. Does get put out on the 5-3 put out on that one. And that brings up Aiden Huggins. Aiden 0 for 1. He came in pinch hit for Luke Chung back in the 5th. He flew out to center. Pitch misses up high for a ball. It's 1-0. Huggins at the dish, McDonough at second base. They are host brothers, if you want to call it that. Just staying with the Lundstroms this summer in Waynesboro. Pitch rides in tight for a ball. It's 2-0. Three-year starter at Illinois State. This one rides in tight. Got a 3-0 count. General's no stranger to Illinois State University. They had Gunnar Peterson from Illinois State a couple of years back. Pitch is in there for a call and strike. Remember watching Illinois State make a regional run. I think they finally bowed out to Louisville a couple years ago. This ball hit well to left field. Back as a left fielder, he's not able to get there. That ball was better hit than I thought. Aiden really got a charge into that one. And so the host brothers will both have doubles here in this inning. That one drives in a run. Good swing from Aiden Huggins. Tack on an RBI in that one. The bat, I knew he hit it pretty well, but the left fielder Holigo was not able to get there. Had a long run and ended up making a leap and wasn't quite able to bring it in. So a nice job there from Aiden Huggins at stretching this lead out to 9-2 now. That brings up Stephen Wilmer from Florida Gulf Coast. He's ahead 2-0. He's pinch hitting for Max Weller, who will get a little bit of a breather for the rest of the night. This ball hit well to third base. Throw back to second is going to get away. So Huggins is going to move up to third base. That'll go as an E5 on the play after the line out. Tough luck from Wilmer, who hit that ball hard. It goes as an L5. And Huggins moves to third base on the throwing error there by Ragone. Now, I saw what Ragone saw there, as this looks like it's going to be Jace Felker. So, while I am the official scorekeeper up here, I'm going to have to talk to Coach about how hard he's working me up here. Felker in an 0-2 count will foul this one off. But Huggins did take a step towards third base on the line drive, but the second baseman was nowhere near the bag to be able to catch it, and so the throw to second base was just a bit wide of his target. So that allows Aiden Huggins to move up 90 feet. Pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike 3 on Jace Felker, but the Waynesboro Generals do get 2 runs on 2 hits. 2 errors made in the inning, though, by the Staunton Braves. And we'll go to the top of the 8th. 9-2 our score. The Waynesboro Generals have extended their lead to 7.
Number 7 for the Generals. Generals played 2 runs off 2 hits. There was 1 stand error and 1 left. 3-7 hit. Almost 9 to base 2. The attention please now pitching for the Generals is 6'4" sophomore out of Odessa, Florida. And the Eagles of Florida Gulf Coast, number 16, Mason Miller. Just got word that Mason's parents, Terry and Mia, cousins Nathan and Logan, are here visiting from Florida. So glad y'all are here. Welcome. Back to the top of the order for the Braves.
All right, a lot of new changes to make here as well. So that ends the day for Brett Nealon. He goes 3 innings. He allows 1 run on 1 hit, 1 walk, and picks up 2 strikeouts. He gives way to Mason Miller, who's in the ball game now, facing his first batter. Miller gets a swing and a miss from De Los Santos at the plate. Miller also from Florida Gulf Coast, so all 3 Florida Gulf Coast Eagles have played a role in tonight's ball game. Mason Miller, the southpaw, wearing number 16, at Florida Gulf Coast, made 12 appearances, 4 starts, 2 and 3 as this pitch misses low and in. 2-3 with a 7.77 ERA, 22 innings pitched, 16 hits, 23 runs, 19 earned, 28 walks, 17 strikeouts. The 1-2 is up high for a ball. It's 2-2. 9-2 our score. 4 games so far on the season for Mason Miller, all out of the bullpen. He's 1-0 with a 13.50 ERA. 4 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 8 runs, 7 of those earned, 5 walks, and 7 strikeouts. He's working to De Los Santos, who is 1 for 3. Swung on and fouled away. Really want to keep De Los Santos off the base paths, as when he got on in the third via his single, he really wreaked havoc. Made Hayden Snellsire really pay a lot of attention to him, divert a lot of his attention towards De Los Santos, and ended up a couple of wild pitches, stole the bag, and worked his way around to score. But he's going to strike out swinging here on Mason Miller. So Miller picks up a strikeout. And that brings up what was supposed to be Brent Taylor, but now we've got a pinch hitter here for the Staunton Braves. It's number 45, Jarrett Hall. Jarrett Hall from Nova Southeastern University in Tamarack, Florida. Swings and fouls the first pitch off. At Nova Southeastern this year, he played in 6 games, made 2 starts. He was 3 for 9 for a .333 batting average. Did pick up a double and 2 RBI. Pitch misses outside for a ball. Evens the count at 1-1. So far on the season here in Staunton, 10 games, 6 of 33 for a .182 batting average. Does have 2 doubles, 4 RBI, but has struck out 17 times. Next pitch misses for a ball. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Miller delivers. This ball hit well out towards center field. Back a couple of steps is Murphy, and he'll have it for out number 2. That brings up Ryan McCarty. McCarty 1 for 2. Couple of RBI. Hit the solo shot in the 6th inning. Also had a sacrifice fly in the 3rd. Swings and fouls the first pitch off. Generals up 9-2. The Gens have 13 hits to their credit. 5 hits for the Staunton Braves. 0-1. This is just a bit outside. Miller tried to go with the off-speed pitch and break it back to the outside part of the plate. Wasn't able to get it all the way back. And it evens the count at 1-1. Pitch to McCarty outside for a ball. Makes the count 2-1 now. The 2-1. Swung on, hit well towards right field. In is Wilmer, sliding catch, and he's got it for out number 3. So his Florida Gulf Coast teammate helps him out there on the line shot to right field. Miller looking for his man Wilmer, and he comes in and obliges with this nice sliding catch. Go to the bottom of the 8th. The Generals looking to add to their 7-run lead and come away with a win here against the Staunton Braves team that has been tough for them all season long. We'll be right back here at Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field.
Obligation to the Braves. 3-3 down. Your attention please, now pitching for the Braves, 6-foot junior of Virginia Beach, Virginia, and the University of Maryland, Baltimore, number 12, Reed Salata. Leading off the catcher, Joey Resin.
Leading things off is Joey Rezick, trying to figure out the defensive movements here. McCarty has moved to right field. A lot of movement going on out there, and I'm not quite sure where everybody has gone. So hang with me. I know Reed Salata is now into pitch. And this ball is hit to the newly inserted Justin Hanvey at third base. Brooklyn stays at second, Trainer stays at first. Trying to see the number there. 41 goes to shortstop.
The left fielder, Zach Levinson.
Jared Hall, who pinch hit last inning, goes into left field. Dos Santos stays in center. Autry goes behind the plate. Sorry, folks, you have to hang with me for a minute, trying to do with commentary and live stats, especially when they make a bunch of changes defensively, can kind of mess with you a bit. This ball down the right field line, and it's going to be down for extra bases. Around second base comes Levinson, and he's going to be in there for a triple.
Number 1, Chase Hudson.
All right, I think we've got it figured out. Brings up Chase Hudson after the triple. And this ball hit well out into the gap in left center field, and it's going to be down for extra bases once again. So after the Rezick out, and into third base comes Hudson, where he is out. So he's got a double, but is thrown out trying to stretch it into a single. Or into a triple, sorry. Again, still trying to catch up. So Rezick grounded out to third base to start this inning. Then Levinson came up.
Right fielder, Kyle Murphy.
Was in a 1-2 count before he drilled one down the right field line for a triple. Great attempt out there in right by Kent Rooklyn. And Chase Hudson came up and first pitch swinging and hit it into the left center field gap, picked up an RBI. But was thrown out trying to get to third. This ball is on the ground in the hole. Going to be a tough play to get Murphy to throw across in time. Beautiful play there from Staunton and the shortstop, who was newly inserted. We'll just put it to you that way. The Generals get 1 run on what looks like 2 hits. We'll go to the top of the ninth. 10-2 our score. Waynesboro has once again extended their lead.
For the Generals in the bottom of the 8th, 1 run off 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the 9th inning. It's the Generals 10 and the Braves 2. Let's welcome Generals pitcher Seth Rhodes' mom, Jennifer. She's representing from Mason, Ohio. So welcome to Jennifer. All right, 50-50 time. Pull out your tickets. Tonight's winner takes home $97. $97. $97, and the holder of this ticket, 486-038. 486-038. You have that ticket, you just came into 97 cold hard dollars. 486-038. 486-038. If you have that ticket, come up the stairs to the press box. We're directly over top of the concession stand. There's a guy from the IRS here that will have some paper now this day. Come on up and get your $97. 486-038.
Staunton Braves down to their last 3 outs of the ball game. 10-2 our score from Waynesboro. They'll go back to Mason Miller to try and shut things down. He got a 3-up, 3-down inning in the 8th. And he put out De Los Santos, Hall, and McCarty. They'll have to go through pinch hitter here for Luke Trainer. They are really putting a squeeze on me here. As this pitch misses outside to Luke Lindemore.
He comes off the base with a 28 Luke Lindemore.
So Lindemood is in there, and he'll take outside for ball 1 and inside for ball 2. Relatively easy game to score and still call until they get to these late innings and you get a lot of guys being subbed in and out. This one is fouled away from Lindemood. Lindemood from West Virginia Tech. 6'1", 211-pound sophomore from Portsmouth, Ohio. This one swung on and fouled away. At West Virginia Tech this year, he played in 39 games, made 38 starts. He was 33 for 129 for a .256 batting average, where he had 5 doubles, 3 home runs, and he drove in 22. So far on the summer for Staunton, he's played in 8 games. This is his 9th game played. 3 for 24 for a 125 batting average, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts, and he's worked himself into a full count here. Generals trying to get back in the win column after dropping the road contest to the Covington Lumberjacks last night. Luke Lindemood will work his way to first base.
Mason, Brady Miller, brother of General Peter Mason Miller, all the way from Tampa, Florida. And congratulations to Brady Miller.
First pitch is in there for a called strike to Justin Hanvey.
Now batting East Tennessee State, Justin Hanvey.
Pickoff move not in time. This ball gets away from the catcher. And again, give me just a moment here. Still working through a couple of issues. All right, so we're in a 1-1 count. And Lindemood worked himself down to second base on the wild pitch. This one is swung on and missed. So 1-2 count to Justin Hanvey. Mason Miller. Hanvey from East Tennessee State University. Long pause for Miller, and they'll call time. Hanvey, 12 games played for the Staunton Braves, 8 of 36 for a .222 batting average, double, a triple, a home run, 3 RBI, 4 walks, 14 strikeouts. He stole one bag and scored 10 runs for the Braves. Mason Miller comes set with the 1-2, and here's the pitch. Up high for a ball. Make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still nobody away here in the top of the ninth. Two ball, 2 strike pitch. Misses inside for a ball. Ball 3. Miller in danger of losing his second of the inning. He did drop a 3-2 walk to Luke Lindemood out at second base. Now Hanvey. And a 3-2, and hits this one well out towards left field. Back goes Levinson, and this ball is going to bounce over the fence. Now, did it bounce or did it go over? I could not quite tell. It looks like it's going to be a ground rule double. So a run will come around to score on the double by Justin Hanvey. Hanvey will pick up RBI number 4 of the season. Makes the score 10-3. Brings up Gabe Jennings. Pitch to Jennings is swung on and missed. Jennings from Middle Tennessee State University. Native of Lebanon, Tennessee. 6'1", 185-pound sophomore. Pitch is swung on and fouled away. Quickly in an 0-2 count. At Middle Tennessee State so far, in Middle Tennessee State this year, 8 for 34 for a .235 batting average, where he had 4 doubles, a home run, and 4 RBI, 5 walks, 10 strikeouts. For the Staunton Braves this year, still hitless, looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 23 to start his summer. This ball gets between the legs of Rezick and over to third base goes Hanvey. Ten to 3 our score. Runner at third base. Nobody away in the inning. Miller working to Gabe Jennings. Pitch called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. So Miller gets the first out of the inning via the punch out here in the ninth. Kind of take a bit of a sigh of relief. I know that the Generals bullpen has kind of struggled late in ball games, giving up some leads, but figure the 8-run lead should be enough. That one helps right there. Pitch rides up high to Andrew Bennett for ball 1. Pitch is inside, and it's going to hit Andrew Bennett, and down to first base he goes. He's holding that left arm. That one caught the elbow. 10-3 the score, and runners at first and third after the hit by pitch. Brings up Marshall Autry. Autry 0 for 3, has 3 flyouts, a couple to center field, 1 to right. First pitch curveball, and this one gets off the glove of Rezick, and they're just going to let the runner go down to second base. A bit lackadaisical here in the ninth for my liking, and I'm sure Coach Cole would agree. Ball game that the Generals have looked very solid in. Things have not gone very easily down the stretch. Autry check swings and ends up going around on that one. The 1-1 is in there for a called strike. Makes the count 1-2. One, two, swung on and missed. Big strikeout there for Mason Miller. And the Staunton Braves are down to their last out. Brings up Kent Rooklyn, the 9-hole hitter. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He's flown out to right, struck out looking, and he grounded out to third base in the 7th. Generals trying to get back to 500, get back to 9-9 on the season. Big swing and a miss from Rooklyn. Gens will be on the road tomorrow at Front Royal. Doubleheader starting at 4 o'clock. Pitch in there for a called strike. And now the Staunton Braves down to their last strike. Mason Miller trying to close it out. And the 0-2 to Kent Rooklyn. The pitch. And rides high and tight. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Mason Miller. Trying to finish this thing off. The southpaw from Florida Gulf Coast University. Looking to pick up yet another strikeout. And he does. He picks up the strikeout to end the ball game. 10-3, our final score. The Waynesboro Generals come out victorious. They get their record back to 500. They are 9-9. Again, they will try and keep themselves over 500 for the remainder of the season when they go to Front Royal tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Mason Miller closes the door. The win actually goes to Brett Nealon after a nice start by Hayden Snellsire, but he only went 4, so he's not eligible for the win. So Nealon will get the win. He'll go to 1-2 on the season. Nice outing for him. Mason Miller comes on to shut the door, but will not get the save as it was not a save situation. Loss will go to Jalen Long of the Staunton Braves. That drops his record to 0-3. It's been a tough start for the junior from Montgomery, Alabama at Samford University. The loss on the season for the Staunton Braves will drop them down even further. They are currently in last place in the South Division. Take a look around the league at the live scoreboard here while we wait on head coach Zach Cole and a couple others to make their way up. Front Royal on top of the Winchester Royals 3-2 at Winchester. The Woodstock River Bandits 17-1, beating up pretty well on the Percival Cannons. Harrisburg Turks get the 2-0 win over the Covington Lumberjacks, and the Strasburg Express are up 2-1 at the bottom of the 8th over the Newmarket Rebels in Newmarket. So that's the look around the league.
Thanks for Paul Thomas for singing the national anthem. Thanks for Christopher Allen for drawing out tonight's first pitch.
Again, we will get some players up here as well as Coach Cole to talk about. That win right there that got them back to 500.
The Valley website says 5:30 for Front Royal doubleheader. But that's always subject to change. But as far as I know, 5:30.
And we've got our first guy coming in. It'll be the starter in tonight's contest. It's Hayden Snellsire. Hayden, what's going on, man?
Nothing much. Good.
How's
good
it
victory.
going? Yeah, good victory. Get
Yeah.
you guys back to 500. It's kind of a mark that you guys have flirted with a lot this year. What can you guys do to kind of keep yourselves over 500 now that you've got yourself back there once again?
I think swing the bat. I mean, we had 15 hits tonight.
Yeah.
That's been our Achilles heel so far. When we don't swing the bat well, we're not putting up any runs. But when we put up a 10 spot, it's going to be pretty easy to get those wins.
And it's really kind of the first start of your summer that they've given you a lot of run support, especially with that 4 spot in the bottom of the first. Does that kind of relax you as a pitcher to allow you to do whatever you really want to do out there?
Yeah, for sure. It just eases the pain when you're out there. Just go out there, throw strikes, let the defense work. It's a lot easier, less stress.
Absolutely. All right, so you guys go to Front Royal tomorrow. But just off the field, how are things going in Waynesboro? Are you kind of acclimating yourself to Waynesboro?
Oh yeah. I've actually gotten a job, so I'm working here in Waynesboro. Yeah, so it's been good. Not many off days, so it's hard to like really get into the community. But
right.
Volunteer.
All right, we've got Will Prater coming in. Will, pretty new to Waynesboro so far, but nice night for you tonight. You were 2 for 3, a couple of RBI. You delivered a big blow in that first inning with 2 of those RBI, all with 2 outs. Is that kind of a mindset that you guys are starting to adapt, is trying to really hit well with 2 outs in the inning? Because you guys did it really well tonight.
Yes, sir. It's something that we've been trying to work on consistently, because over the past couple weeks it's been hard to scratch multiple runs in an inning. Coach is always telling us try to get to that pin, get runs up in the first few innings of the game, just get their starter, get that pitch count up. So that's kind of what we did today, and we were able to come up with a couple big hits, get some base runners on, and score some runs in that first inning. That was big for us.
Now you guys have shown the ability to do this, to put up those double-digit scores and really blow teams out at some points. Other nights it's a bit of a struggle. So take me through kind of what it's like in that third base dugout. You guys are trying to become more consistent. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys looking for at the plate? What are your I guess what's the mindset in that third base dugout?
Right. Well, we all know that everybody on the team can play. Everybody on the team can hit. It's just putting good ABs, stringing them all together. You know, like get a leadoff guy on, have a base running mistake or a strikeout or a ground out into a double play. It's just stringing them along, putting pressure on the defense, on the pitcher, and then just I like to say scoring runs without hitting. Just running an offense is something that we just need. We have had games where we haven't been able to do that, and I'm glad we got to come out tonight and actually put it all together. It's the first time since I've been here probably that we've really put it together and jumped on a couple guys, and I know we're capable of it. We just got to keep it going, and hopefully we start getting hot here at the right time.
Now, is your confidence at an all-time high coming off that season that you just put together? I mean, what a season, man!
I appreciate it.
Were you were top 5 in hitting there in the SoCon, right?
There for a little bit, yes, sir. Oh yeah, the SoCon I was, I believe. I haven't really looked too much into it, but yeah.
Not a stat right. Okay,
Yeah.
I got you. But so the confidence at an all-time high, you're seeing it well at the plate.
Yeah, it's definitely. I was actually talking with a kid that I played with at school, one of my roommates, one of my buddies, and we talked about just the difference between hitting with metal and wood. It's just so much of a difference. There's a lot. What's the word? Like
not as much room.
Not as much room for error is
Yeah.
exactly what I was gonna say. Yeah, some of the barrels that you miss with a metal back still ends up being a knock. I mean, you hit a ball in the 6-hole here. I mean, I lived on 6-hole ground balls and backside singles a lot this spring, and if you hit it here, the grass will catch it a little bit. So it's just some adjustments and seeing different pitchers all over the country at different fields here too. It's hard to get back into the swing of things, but I think I'm getting there.
Good deal. Well, we'll get Coach Cole on that mower there and see if we can knock that infield.
I like it.
errors
I
down.
like it when I'm playing defense.
That's
so
right,
we can
that's
keep
right.
it. We can keep
All right,
it.
appreciate your time, Will.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right.
Kyle Murphy.
And we got Kyle Murphy coming up.
Probably got that ball out of there tonight. Big Murph.
I know about those too.
3 home runs on the season for Kyle Murphy, and 2 of them have come against these Staunton Braves. What do you like seeing this Staunton Braves pitching rotation? Like, what suits your eye when these guys come to town?
Coming off first game with a nice swing, first home run, felt good. Also set the tone for me, and coming back, I knew they were going to try to work around me, maybe throw off some off pitches. So kind of changed the approach today. Knew wasn't going to get too many right down the middle fastballs, so I was sitting right center off speed, and luckily I was able to get my barrel out front and catch it.
How's that shoulder feeling after that beanball in the first and in the fourth?
The one in the leg, it got me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Walk it off and everything, and then the one in the arm or the upper back, I'm like, yeah, that one stung a little bit.
Yeah, not as much meat there, but so take me through the at bat on the home run there. Obviously, did you know you had it? Did you know you got it?
Honestly, no. I mean, the other two, I definitely felt good off the bat. That one, definitely felt good, but we got one big field. It's a graveyard out there. It's tough to put it out, but luckily I was able to stay through extension and let the wind and do the rest.
There you go, the wind blowing homer, huh? Yeah. So you look at the dimensions and you think like 355 to the power alley in left center, 380 to center, and then 325 down the line, and it's not that big apart. But you're right, it's a graveyard out there. So what's it like in BP? Do you get a whole lot of them in BP, or is it still the graveyard in BP?
Both. I mean, no matter who's taking BP, hitting, if they get it out even by 1 foot, they hit it.
Yeah.
I mean, you give them the props, but tried staying away from hitting too much home runs in BP. I don't want to get pull happy, and want to stay in the approach I would take into a game. You hitting gap to gap, Coach Colton keeping me up the middle, dead center. So I've been trying to work on that in BP, and it's giving me success lately.
Good deal, man. Good deal. Well, we appreciate you taking the time and big swing on the home run.
Of course. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. All right. And last but not least, certainly, head coach Zach Cole. Coach, we're back to 500 once again. It's kind of that mark that we flirted a little bit with this year. What's it going to take for us to kind of keep us over that 500 mark and get us to where we're starting to roll?
That's a great question. If I knew the answer to that one, geez, we keep finding a way to get back to it, but we can't find a way to get over the hump. So, tomorrow's a doubleheader, great opportunity. We've had, quite a few off days, it seems like, and I know it's the way the schedule works. Try to have some rain dates in there and stuff early in the year, and I think we've played the most games in the league, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm hoping that we're about to get on a run where we play quite a bit north of yard every night, and hopefully, that'll kind of keep this little momentum we got going. But tonight was obviously the best game I feel like we've played all season long. It took whatever it is, 18 games or whatnot to get there, but better late than never.
Yeah, for sure. Better late than never. But we'll talk about the guys you brought in here a little bit. Plus some of the guys that did come up that had nice nights as well. Connor Sino with 3 home runs. I know you talked with your coaching staff beforehand. He's a little bit banged up, but he said he was ready to roll tonight. Yeah. And obviously he was. He backed up his words with 3 knocks.
Well, I was going to bring him up here, but honestly, he was just up here the other night, so figured we'd give the listeners a break to try to get some different guys up here. But he had a really good night. He swung it really well. I thought, there's a couple of guys that probably haven't had the summer they wanted to at this point, but kind of maybe had a breakout, at bat tonight with McDonough, had the big double. That ball was crushed. And then I was really glad for Hudson hit that double, tried to stretch it into a triple. That was good to see. And Wilmer had another.
But that one person out there knows now. But all right, so we've got Front Royal tomorrow. What do you know about them?
I know they got up to a slow start, so similar to us, but I don't think that means a whole lot. It's what you can do that day in that game in that moment, and so we'll go up there and we're gonna play as hard as we can, because I'm about to tell these guys here in about 2 minutes when I walk back down that this should be an opportunity for us to get over that 500 mark and stay there. And we're gonna go up there and play our butts off.
All right, Coach. Well, good luck tomorrow.
Yep.
Appreciate you taking the time. All right, that's head coach Zach Cole. We get back to 500. We are 8-8 or 9-9, Coach.
9-9.
9-9. We're 9-9 in these 18 games. We win 10-3 in this ball game. We get 10 runs on 15 hits. The Staunton Braves, they get 3 runs on 6 hits, and that drops their record on the season to 7-13 now. So a bit of a tough patch for the Staunton Braves. I'm Ty Comer. Thanks for joining us and hanging with me all night long. It's been tough. I had to take on some duties that I'm not used to taking on with Tyler Hoffman, our GM, on vacation, as well as Kathleen Kellett, our owner, also on vacation. So it's been a tough go of it for me tonight. But thank you guys for listening. We'll be back Thursday night. Here is our next home game when we take on the Charlottesville Tom Sox, a good ball club coming in that night. But tomorrow, the doubleheader with Front Row. So I appreciate you taking the time and listening in. I'm Ty Comer saying thanks as always. Waynesboro Generals 10-3 winners tonight from Integrity Home Mortgage Park at Kate Collins Field.